Selves. For those of you that are even bigger thinkers and you're busy, you have a lot going on. Any busy people here on the line by chance? Yeah, me too. I get it. Well, what happens is, since we all don't have a lot of time these days, we have the ability to partner with others, share this opportunity, and teach other people how to get paid on services like we are. And when we teach them how to do the same thing we're doing, we get paid bonuses of up to $450, depending on our promotional system and level here, as well as 4% of the customers that our team acquires. So it's an incredible way to make money because we're getting paid now on leveraged efforts where we help each other. All of us work together. We all get our own bonuses, but because the introductions came through you, you're going to be able to get paid a little piece of everybody else's success. So I love that about this business. It's a people helping people system, and we're going to talk about it more in the training here tonight. But let's talk about how we get started, because for me to get involved in real estate, myself and Mr. Olivares, we had to spend thousands of dollars to get licensed. I know JT is a business consultant and has started many businesses of his own as well. He spent thousands of dollars. I know Miss Estella, business owner as well. She spent thousands of dollars on her jewelry business and other things that she has going on. So many people spend so much money on their businesses. ACN said, hey, let me get you something so cheap you can't say no. This is a business that all of us can get involved in for $299. Some of y'all spent more on your one child for Christmas for that one gift and compared to this business that can change the direction of your entire family. And then $25 a month every single month that we do this business. And what we get with that is a website. We get marketing tools, tracking, reporting. We get the customer service taken care of for us. We even get perks, discounts, and free services just for being a member of this company. So it's a blessed company. I hope none of you take it for granted. And I know many of you are getting started here with us. So welcome to the team if that's you. Now, the next step is we're going to jump right into training. The training is really the thing that's going to help you be able to take this business from just getting started to now making money as soon as tonight. And that's our goal. So we hope that you take notes, you take pictures, and just enjoy this training that we're all sharing with you to close out 2022. So to continue on, we're going to start with our customer acquisition section. Here's the thing. Without customers, nobody gets paid any money in this business. It's the lifeblood of all the income. So do you think customer acquisition is an important topic? I would agree with you too, right? So let's start making money today. So for those of you that are getting started right away, the first thing we want to help you do is be profitable within your first 24 hours. And how to do that is we want to help sign up for as many services as you can and look for at least 5 services that equal at least 10 points. You'll see every service has a point value here in just a moment. But what this will do is qualify you for your first direct deposit. And don't stop there. Why make our minimums our maximums? You heard what I did. I signed up everything that I possibly could. 8 services and 16 points is a $400 bonus. 11 services and 22 points, that's $600. Unlimited bonus money to help you pay back all that Christmas shopping, right? Now, where do the customers come from? Number one, the first thing we want to do is those of you who feel like this is a blessed opportunity, we want to share it with as many other people as possible as well. And I'm going to give you a secret. A lot of the people that actually see this business, would you believe that they say no to this sometimes? Would you actually believe that maybe the timing might not be right in their life like it is for us? It's okay. We're not looking for everybody. We're just looking for the ones that are looking for us too. And the people that want to enjoy the ride and create some serious income alongside their careers, that's who we're looking for. But the people that say no or say not right now, they actually sometimes become our customers. And those are the people we ask to support us and try one of the services. It's a win-win situation. Friends and family, I'm going to teach you how to be able to reach out to them. How about the people that we do business with? The people that you go to do your dry cleaning, right? Or how about the people that do your taxes? Tax season's coming up, right? How about the people that cut your hair? Those are all the kinds of people that you can actually talk to, because if you support their business, would you agree that maybe they should support yours? that's what you can do. But the most important customer you can get, guys, is yourself. If you look in the mirror or here on Zoom, look in the camera right here and just say, I'm the most important customer. Why? You're going to build belief in the services, number one. You're going to learn all the nuances of how to sign up for each service that's available. And then if someone has to convince you to get paid on your own services, I just don't know what to tell you, right? Because that's a benefit that most other companies never told me about, right? So getting paid on your own stuff, the tax benefits that you get for being your own customer, the opportunity to get free services for some of these, it's unbelievable what happens with this company when you just sign up and become a customer of everything that you can. Now, take a picture or a screenshot of this, ladies and gentlemen, because every service, as you see, is listed here and it has a point value attached to it. Your goal is to get as many services with as many points as possible, but there are some that are much easier to sign up for and much more lucrative to sign up for. And the most impactful one, no pun intended, is going to be Impact Health Share. And then alongside these other ones, the travel membership, the electricity, natural gas, security and automation, and our cell phone partners. So we're going to dive into a few of these services here. And the first one I want to talk about is Zoom Energy. This service right here, as I said, getting paid on electricity is like getting paid when people exist. They're just living their lives. How important was electricity through these past weeks that here in Texas, we've been freezing our butts off, right? Electricity and natural gas was critical. Okay, now those bills are going to go up for all of us, meaning those of us in the business here, we're excited about that. So what happens is people who are just getting started here in the month of December, you actually can qualify for this bonus where for every 3 customers you get in your first 30 days, you're going to get paid a bonus of $200. Every single 3. And that's on top of the compensation we already talked about. For those of you that have been around a little bit longer, ACN loves you too. They just want you to work a little bit more with your expertise that you learn through these trainings. When you get 5 services of Zoom Energy, you're going to get that same $200 bonus as well, right? So there's more services that are coming. There's new high-speed internet partnerships that are coming. So you can take a picture or a screenshot of this. You can recognize maybe which ones are going to be available in your area. There's new services coming for small businesses. If you know anyone who owns or runs a small or medium-sized business, guess what? We can start getting paid on helping all of their payroll services, all of their telecom services. How about healthcare for all of their employees? How about cybersecurity? Businesses need all of these things just to function. These are much bigger bills. What that means for us is much bigger residual income. Come on, somebody, I'm preaching tonight. This is awesome, right? Now, the future, where we're going, there is a 5G based internet modem that's coming out that all of us are going to be so fired up about that it's going to change the game of internet altogether. Most of us are tied to whatever is in our neighborhood, you know, through the lines of AT&T or Spectrum or Xfinity. Now, ACN is opening up an internet service that is connected exclusively through the 5G towers, which means you can take that modem with you, travel around, and still get access to speeds that rival fiber speeds, right? So that's an incredible opportunity that's coming here soon. Be very, very excited about this. And one of the ones that I know that many of us who really love to travel, really love to get out and about, there's a new service that we just launched. And instead of me yelling at you, I want you to actually see a quick video that introduces how this program works. I'll be right back. I think it's supposed to work. Oh, you know what? This video doesn't want to play. Let's see. Let's try one more time. Okay, well, trust me, there's usually a video here. Anyway, we'll just skip on. This is a night of fun, you know, technical difficulties, and we just have fun anyway. The name of the company is called Truvi Lifestyle, and this program is a membership savings program for travel for all of your hotel, flights, cruises, you know, even vacation rentals like Airbnb kind of situations as well, where they give you the best price guarantee. And if for some reason they don't offer the best price and they're unable to match any other travel site or travel company out there, they're going to refund 110% of the difference. So it's got that guarantee. It gives you access to airport lounges all around. After all of us were grounded through the pandemic, who's excited to travel, right? Who's excited to get out and see the world and enjoy life? That's what's available here for all of us. But lastly, I'm gonna end on the services part with the most impactful one, the most purposeful service that ACN has ever offered, because through the pandemic and even before then, we've all known that the healthcare industry needed a lot of help. Okay, and it's a very expensive and a very lucrative business for a lot of these healthcare professionals and companies, and especially on the insurance end. ACN saw an opportunity where they're now partnered with a nonprofit healthcare program, helping people save anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars per month, getting them access to the same or better providers, and even giving them access to the same or better coverage. And it's all available to us. And this is the most incredible service we've ever offered, especially on the business side, because this is the highest revenue generating service we've ever offered. Now, the keys to becoming a professional here, you're going to want to take a picture or a screenshot and just study this by, number one, getting accredited. So you're eligible to sign up services. You want to study the YouTube channel. You want to go through the frequently asked questions, browse through the website, but never miss trainings. I'm so glad that so many of you are here. Already your mind is geared up for 2023, and you're here on this call tonight because you want a better 2023. So I'm proud of you guys. The way that we're going to be able to do that with impact is just asking people if they're open to getting a free quote on their healthcare costs. And from that point forward, we're going to go through our storefront. We'll get them a quote right away, and we can enroll it right away if they're ready to move forward. Otherwise, if they have questions, we submit the information to the experts, and guess what? A healthcare expert will do all the explaining for them. So it's incredible. Even more than that, too, guys, is we have powerful rewards referral programs available, where we have a thing where people can get free services when it comes to, as I said, Zoom Energy. There's another one for identity theft protection. You can get free services as well when you get 5 other customers outside of your own. Cell phone, we offer the same kind of privilege. 5 customers and you'll get your cell phone service for free through Flash Mobile. And then for our friends in Canada, if you have any business partners or people in Canada, they have the ability to get free internet and home phone through Flash services there in Canada. So you guys heard a mouthful on all of the services. You're thinking, Marshall, that's great. I'm so happy to hear you guys offer all these things, but I don't want to be a salesperson. Any of you guys ever thought that before? See, when I first got started, here was the thing. I thought I needed to sell everybody on all of these services. I thought I needed to tell people, hey, Linda, guess what? I got the hookup on DirecTV. You can't even beat the prices that I got. Or Lori, I promise you, I can save you money on your cell phone bill. Guaranteed, I promise. Lonnie, you wouldn't even believe how low of healthcare I can get you, especially because I know you're probably paying too much. And you know what happened when I reached out to people trying to give them the hookup? Nobody cared. They thought it was a hassle. They thought about the switching and the changing. Like, no, Marshall, I'm good. Good luck with what you're doing, buddy, but not for me. It wasn't until I learned this approach right here that changed everything for me. I went from getting 0 customers to hundreds of customers just by learning these words right here, which is favor, why, help, try. Say that with me if you would. Favor, why, help, try. If you get that down and branded into your mind and tattooed across your skull, I promise you, you will have so much more success because you won't be a salesperson. You will be more authentic. You'll be genuine. You'll be someone that people want to support and not just look at this as some kind of sales program. And so here's what happened. When I started reaching out to people and using this in the form of a script, saying, JT, man, it's good to see you, bro. I hope you're doing wonderful. Listen, I was wondering if you could do me a huge personal favor. And JT says, sure. What can I do for you? Or he says, yeah, well, it depends. What do you got? Or he might say, hey, Marshall, I already loaned you money last week. You're going to ask me to borrow some more? Anyway, just joking. But, they're usually going to say, sure, what can I do? If you ask for a huge favor. And then you can let them know, listen, I'm not sure if you're aware, JT, man, times have been a little bit difficult right now for my real estate business. So I started with another company, offering services that everybody uses. And I'm up for a promotion and I just need some more customers by midnight tonight. It would mean the world to me if you would support me and just try one of my services. And most of the time, when you just share your why, you heard me say, right now is a difficult time in real estate, but that might not be your why. Your why, you'll discover it might be about your family. I need to help support my, aging parent. I need to put my children through college. I need to be able to support more my church or my charity. Whatever your why is, share that with people and ask them to do you a favor and try the service. Many people are going to have questions. Tell them that's okay. Answer the questions. Look, what's the company called? It's called Impact Health Sharing. It's an incredible healthcare program, saving people a lot of money. And just go back to the favor. It would mean the world to me if you would try my service, if you could just do me the favor and give it a try, right? Am I going to save money? That's my goal. My goal is always to make this a win-win situation. Would you just do me a huge favor and try the service? You see what happens here, guys? So if you're brand new, work with your leader to help answer those questions, but always go back to the favor because it has to be about the favor more than it has to be about the service itself. And you'll have a lifelong customer because they want to support you, not necessarily just the companies we partner with. So the most important site you could utilize is acncompass.com. Start by learning 2 services and the rest will fall in line. And remember, as I close here, you will not get paid until you get at least 5 services. So anybody looking forward to getting paid something maybe before the holiday ends, right? Maybe before the year closes, let's get another bonus, especially for us people who are getting started tonight or getting restarted. Let's get another bonus going tonight. That's my part, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope that it served you well. It is my honor now to pass it along to our next leader who I have so much respect for. I've seen this gentleman just rise in this company over the years and do some incredible things down in the McAllen, Texas marketplace. He is a real estate partner and professional as well. So I just absolutely love to hear from one of the top leaders that we have here in our team. That's Regional Director out of Texas, Mr. David Olivares. Mr. Olivares, the call is yours, sir.
Good evening, everybody. And first of all, I want to thank Mr. Stewart, Regional Director, Mr. Marshall Stewart, for sharing all those gold nuggets. Who got something out of this? Taking notes left and right. Trust me, you're going to go back to those notes and reference back to them. So thank you, brother, real estate brother. And, we appreciate you, everything you do. And I know you're going to be hitting regional vice president very soon. Now, a little bit about me, in case you guys don't know me yet, so we're not perfect strangers. As Mr. Stewart mentioned, I am from McAllen, Texas. I've been doing real estate for about 20 years. And while I love helping people, I found out around 2008, 2009 that things could change. And a lot of us might remember when the real estate recession hit the US here, it was a very challenging time. So I said, you know what? I need to keep my options open. I need to keep looking for a plan B. I know we keep hearing that theme over, especially right now that things are so expensive right now, right? So I took a look at the services. I fell in love with the compensation plan for the services being offered. Being a realtor, I saw how it just made perfect sense, right? But I fell in love with the people. Yes, we all started with the idea of making more money, but the people are going to be the ones who are going to be, help you along the way, right? We're family. So let's get into the money. Who wants to know how all the money works, right? Every time I think about this part, there's a song, you guys might remember it. Keep your mind on your money and your money on your mind. Yeah, some of you guys got that, right? So here we go. Everybody ready? Let's do this, all right? And be sure to take pictures like Mr. Stewart was telling us, right? So here we go. Compensation plan. Learn it and it'll motivate you. And I'm going to add something here, but if you teach it, you're going to motivate others. That's why we're here teaching what we've learned, just like you. When we came into ACN, we didn't know anything about this. Yes, it had some similarities to traditional business, but it's very different in a lot of ways from traditional business, all right? So there's two ways to get paid. I love it. Traditional business, many times there's just one way, right? So there's two main ways to get paid. You get residual and you get bonuses, customer acquisition bonuses. So first we're going to talk about residuals. Now, if you don't know what residuals is, it's doing the work once and getting paid over and over and over again. This is monthly recurring, right? So this is, one of the reasons why I got started too. That way I could have my plan B kick into action if in case my plan A went sideways. Now, the more residual you earn personally depends on how many services and points you personally acquire. So your residuals can go anywhere, your personal residuals that you can get monthly go anywhere from 3 to 20%, right? So we all started at 3%, right? And in the chart that Mr. Stewart showed you and you took a picture of course, right? That shows you the point values of the services. So you can kind of do the math to get as fast as possible to 200 customer points to unlock your full 20%. But run for 75 points because of this next chart that I'm showing you right now. You do not want to leave any money on the table, right? The last thing you want to do is realize that a service was paid by somebody and you did not get paid on it, right? So for your first two levels, right, you're going to get, it takes 25 customer points. For your levels third and fourth, you need 50 personal points. And as I mentioned, to unlock all 5 levels and get 4% override, this is your overriding residual income, you need 75 personal customer points. Now, if you don't know what a level is, just to give you an example, let's just say that I came into the business, right? And I shared the business with, let's just say, I'm so lucky to have a Mr. Stewart in my team. So I personally, let's just say, I sponsored as an example. So he would be my level 1. And let's just say that Mr. Stewart were to sponsor Mr. Thomas. Oh my gosh, that would be a great business partner to have. So that would be my level 2 and Mr. Stewart's level 1, right? You kind of get the idea, right? And keep in mind that once you hit regional vice president, you unlock infinite levels. That means getting paid without limit. I love hearing that, with no limitations. I like to say that an unlimited mind has an unlimited income potential. So always keep your mind open and your options open, right? So customer bonuses, keep in mind, these are based on performance. Very important. It takes action. There's a saying that says success is a direct result of your efforts, right? So what efforts are you going to put into your business to be able to make the money that you want? This is your roadmap, right? So the first bonus that you'll ever earn is your customer qualified, or we call it CQ. You're going to hear us mention CQ for short, but it stands for customer qualified. And you want to get 5 services, 10 points to make your first $200. That's going to make you a customer qualified business partner with a bonus. Now, I was taught that this is the most important bonus that you can earn within your ACN business, because you can build a huge team, and we're going to have a powerful, a team building training in a minute. But if you don't get customers, your team doesn't get customers, nobody makes any money, right? So you want to get your first 5 services that give you 10 points so you can get your first $200. Now, 5 services, right? Keep in mind, one person can get more than 1 service. For example, like me, I got 8 services in my home. So right there, that was $400 right there. So on this next screen, these are your personal customer bonuses, right? So you see highlighted in red right there, we see 5 services, 10 points equals 200. For every additional 3 services with 6 points, it's going to give you an extra $200. No limit, unlimited. So for example, 8 services, 16 points, you make 400. 11 services, 22 points, you earn 600. So for example, let's just say you set a minimum goal. Keep in mind, don't make your minimums your maximums or your maximums your minimum. But let's just say that you say, you know what, regardless of what happens, I am going to set a goal to get at least 8 services a month, which is $400. If you multiply that times 12, that's $4,800 in pure customer acquisition bonuses that you acquired within that 1 year. Keep in mind, there's no limit, right? And Mr. Marshall Stewart showed you how to get those customers, right? So the next milestone as you're building your business, we call it ETL for short, but it's executive team leader, right? This is when you start getting paid on work that you didn't do. Who wants to get paid on the work that you didn't do? I'm sure everybody here, right? Now, we have a bonus if you get started in the month of December, or if you got started in the month of December, that you can earn. But executive team leader is a total of 30 points between you and your team. And yes, you can acquire them all by yourself. And yes, you'll eventually get 30 personal points, but you want to build it with what we call structure, because it's so much more fun to be able to work with a team. Imagine if I was here training and there's nobody listening to me, and that would probably be kind of lonely in my opinion, right? With no team, right? So as an executive team leader, anybody who starts within your business, right? And if they get customer qualified, you can earn a bonus of $50 for every CQ. For example, let's just say you set a goal, 10 CQs or customer qualified business partners in 1 month. That's $500 that you just made in bonuses on work that you didn't do. But remember, we're a team, we help each other, right? You don't just let your new person start and leave them alone, right? Tell them to get the training, right? And if you don't get all this tonight, that's okay. Come back next Tuesday at the same time, and you're going to hear it again, right? Now, this is the bonus that we have for anybody who has a start date of December. The month is almost over, so be sure to make all your follow-up calls. If you're newer, you reach out to your coach, your leader, to help you follow up with some of those people who maybe took a look at the business, but maybe weren't ready at the time when they saw it, right? Because get this, anybody who starts within the month of December, if they hit that executive team leader promotion within 30 days, which is 30 team points, with at least 15 points within their downline, in other words, the team that they override, they can get a bonus of $300. This is on top of the $200 that if you get 5 services, 10 points. But get this, it gets better. Anybody who starts within your team, if you started in December, and they become an executive team leader within their first 30 days, you're going to earn an extra $200. So in the example that you see on your screen, let's just say in the month of December, you sponsored 3 business partners, right? And they become customer qualified, right? Within their 30 days, right? Then you get an extra 200. That's $600 right there. So you do not want to leave money on the table. The next position that you want to run for, the next milestone, is RC. We call this regional coordinators. This is a total of 200 team points, right? And you have to have a minimum of 15 personal points. Now, don't get too caught up on all the details. Like I said, you can come back and hear this again, right? Just follow what your coach and leader is telling you. We've been through this just the same as you, but you want to eventually get to the point where you understand the compensation. So regional coordinator is 200 team points. Each leg maxes out at 100 points per leg, or should I say people that you personally sponsor those teams. But get this, look on the left side where it says up to $150 for every customer qualified IBO. By the way, IBO stands for independent business owner, in case you you hear us referring to IBO a few times, independent business owner, right? So let's just say, for example, you and your team have 10 business partners that get their first bonus. 10 times 150, that's $1,500. Somebody got a bonus, so you know what? ACN's rewarding you for helping somebody else get a bonus. Now, the next position, here's where it starts getting really fun. Now, I'm going to let you in on something. When I started, I would always wonder, why are these regional directors always smiling? They always seem to be in a good mood, right? Now, when I became a regional director, then I knew exactly why they were smiling, right? And it seems like every month they're just smiling a little bit more and a little bit more, and a little bit more, right? So get to regional director as fast as possible. That's a total of 600 team points. And yes, once again, you can be the lone wolf, get all the points by yourself, right? But it's much more fun to build a team. So if you build it, you get to regional director as building a team, you want to have at least minimum 3 legs, your 3 individual teams, because each team of points that count towards your regional director promotion, it's 200 points per leg. So let's just say, for example, you can get up to $250 for every customer qualified business partner that's in your regional director open line. So for example, let's just say in the same example, 10 business partners come into your business that you may be personally sponsored, right? 10 times 250, that's $2,500. When I got, saw this, I mean, I couldn't even sit down on my chair. I had to run to regional director. So be sure to game plan with your coach, your leader, to get to regional director as fast as possible. Now, the next position, regional vice president. This is a total of 3,000 points. Now, don't let the points intimidate you. They start team points. And yes, once again, if you want to be the lone wolf, you can get 3,000 points. But it's better to work as a team, because let's just say you've got 4 legs or 4 teams. Each leg, for example, maxes out at 750 points. That gets you to regional vice president. Now, if regional vice presidents, you open up all your levels. Remember, we were talking about infinite residuals. You can build the team as big as you want. Doesn't matter what country, what state, what service. You know what? You're getting paid on. Plus, if any of you guys like to travel, right, for free, there's going to be a lot of incentives to be able that regional vice presidents get. And you saw the little picture of the camera. Be sure to take pictures of these screens, right? So that pretty much does it for my portion, right? Next, we're going to show you into how to be able to build a team. You know how to get customers. You get a basic understanding of the compensation now. Now, the next trainer that I have, she is a regional director out of Michigan. She is all heart. She's one of the nicest people that I've had the opportunity to work with and know. She's always in a good mood. Regional director, top producing, Miss Estella Williams. This digital stage is all yours.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Oliveros, and such an amazing, amazing job. You all help me give it back up to Mr. Oliveros. I'm sitting back here like taking notes. I'm sitting back here. And look, after 21 years, I'm sitting back here taking notes. So I'm telling you, if you guys didn't take notes, I don't know what the problem is. I'm back here salivating, hearing him share the compensation plan. And that was an amazing, amazing job. And again, my name is Estella Williams, and as he stated, I'm a regional director out of the small city of Flat Rock, which is right outside of Detroit. My husband and I are blessed to be a part of this amazing company. Prior to getting involved with the company, my husband was working as an interior design. I was working in the mortgage industry, as well as the legal sector and the beauty industry, and in modeling as well. However, fast forward today, we are multi-business owners. And so because of this amazing opportunity, we've been blessed to be, not only blessed by this opportunity, but we've been blessed to be a blessing to countless individuals, nationally and internationally. And we owe it all to this amazing ACN company and the system that is in place. And so tonight I have the blessing of being able to share with you all how to build a team. Because how many of you would rather, you know, which would you rather do? Do this by yourself or do it with a team? Obviously, if it were me, which it is me, it's all of us actually, I say let's do it with a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. So that being said, we want to build a team. In building a team, you want to also launch your business. So you want to have a fast start. When you're getting your business started, you want to get started right away, launch your business. You want to have a quick start. And so when you're launching your business, here are a couple of things that you're going to do. You want to identify some services. Basically, you want to get started and so identify services that will get you your 5 services that you heard Mr. Marshall talk about earlier when he was talking about customers, because we want to help you become what's called qualified right out of the gate. We want to help you start earning income right away and help you get a check. So as you can see, we have several services: healthcare, TV, travel, internet, and so the list goes on and on. So not only do we, now once we help you earn income and get your first check, we want to help you, as Miss Charlene said, tag 2 people. We're going to help you tag 2 people, show that we're going to invite some individuals on your behalf to see this opportunity and allow them to get started as well. And so out of the group of people that you invite, undoubtedly there will be at least 2 people that will want to make some income just like you, especially in the, you know, the beginning of the coming year. So we show them how to do just what you did. We're going to show them how to get 5 services. And congratulations, that bonus that you just heard Mr. David talk about, that $300 bonus, they will get, you will make that $300 bonus, but you can also help them get that $300 bonus, which in turn will allow you get a $200 bonus. So if you just keep playing tag, and you know, and the money just keeps getting better, and as you know, I've heard it say, gooder and gooder. So so this is what you want to do coming out of the gates. You just want to keep you know, helping people share. You want to keep sharing this information and sharing this opportunity. Now, when you get started, you want to book a Zoom meeting ASAP. First thing you want to do is set a private business Zoom in the next 24 to 48 hours. For those of you that are on this call tonight, regardless to whether you're a brand new person or if you've been in the business for a minute, text the person that you're working with or the person that invited you and let them know that you'd like to set up a private business Zoom. And then you want to make a list of 100 names and numbers. Do not prejudge. Prejudging will cost you millions. One of my mentors, Miss Debbie Davis, shared that with me many years ago. Prejudging will cost you millions. So you want to make your A list. And this A list will consist of business owners. See, business owners, they make decisions. They're used to making decisions very quickly. They see this opportunity and they just love it. And then you want to put everyone on there, such as the network marketers, people with real estate in, you know, from the real estate industry. Now, I want to take a step back when I talk about network marketers. It doesn't matter what level, what type of network marketing experience that they've had. It doesn't matter whether it was product-based, jewelry, coffee. It doesn't matter. This just network marketing, period. Real estate professionals. You hear Mr. David on the call. You hear Mr. Stewart, AKA Pastor Stewart. You know, individuals like this, how would you like to have a couple of those people on your team? This is how you get them, by making that list. And then you put everyone else on there. And then you want to invite. 50% will not show, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why we want to encourage you to over-invite. You want to set a goal to have double digits. The person that puts the most people on the Zoom presentation the fastest wins. Now, these are some words that work. I want you guys to take a picture of the screen because this is your golden ticket right here. How many of you have ever wanted to win the lottery? Okay, here's your chance. Take a picture of the screen. Then you don't even have to gamble. You take a picture of this slide and you practice it over and over and over. This is your ticket right here. Now, I'm going to use these words that work. And I'm going to invite Mr. JT. Now, this Mr. JT is my brother, just so you all know. He's my brother from another mother. So when I call him up, I'm going to call him up just like I would, you know, my brother. Ring, ring.
Hey sis, how you doing?
Hey, JT, listen, how you doing? Listen, I only got
Living a dream.
great. Listen, I apologize. I'm running. I only got a minute. I know this is a very crazy question, but do you look at other ways of making money?
That ain't a crazy question at all. You know, I'm always looking for ways to make money.
Listen, you know, I was in that crazy, serious car accident and not able to work a traditional 9 to 5. And, you know, Chris and I are trying, you know, taking care of mom. So that's why I
Yes.
started looking. I am so excited because I actually am working with an individual that's having massive success. His name is Mr. Marshall Stewart, and he's expanding an online business with healthcare and essential services. I don't know how I was able to do it, bro, but I was able to actually get him to set aside about 15 to 20 minutes of his time tomorrow for me on a Zoom call with me and just a handful of individuals that I'm personally inviting. If I send you the link, can I count on you to jump on the call?
Well, sis, that sounds good, but what does it have to do with? I mean, can you give me a little bit more information, or what does it have to do with?
That is an excellent question. As I said, you know, I'm new and I'm divorced. Mr. Marshall is actually, he's going to explain everything. So if, you know, I really would not be the person to try to explain it to you. That's why I'm inviting you so that we can see the information together and we'll be able to, you know, basically see it at the same time. So based on, you know, our relationship, can I count on you to, if I send you the link, can I put you down for coming?
You know what, sis? Just because it's you, I want to evaluate it with you. So yeah, send me that link and I'll jump on and I evaluate exactly what Mr. Stewart is talking about. I definitely want to meet him.
Now listen, just so I can share this with you, bro, because you know, you and I, we down like 4 flats. Listen, Mr. Stewart is someone I have a tremendous amount of respect for. This gentleman, he's having a lot of fun, helping a lot of people be successful. But not only is he successful, he is a family man. He's a man of God. I can't wait for you to meet him. I know that the two of you are going to hit it off. So, and just so you know, you may receive a reminder call either from Mr. Stewart or someone from his executive office. So if you see a number you don't recognize, please be sure to take the call.
Yeah, that sounds good. Send me the link and yeah, I'll wait for his call or somebody from his office for sure.
All right, got you. Please make sure you jump in about 5 minutes early and please have your camera on, okay?
Sounds good. I'll do that.
All right, I look forward to seeing you on the call. Now, real quick, does anybody have any questions you want to throw at me? Going once, going twice.
Did it cost anything to start?
I'm sorry?
Is there any money involved to get started?
That is an excellent question, Mr. David. Actually, Mr. Stewart will be covering all of that tomorrow. And so that's why I'm inviting you to be on the call. So I can't wait for you to be on the call, and you'll get to hear that from Mr. Stewart when you see the information. But it's not going to cost you anything to hear the information. So shall I put you down for coming, or shall I give your space to someone else?
Is it one of those things, one of those pyramid things?
Oh, a job? No. As I stated, it's, Mr. Stewart is going to be sharing some information on an opportunity that has allowed him to have financial success, rather than me trying to explain it, because again, I am not the expert. So because of the respect that I have for you, I'm inviting you to evaluate it with me. So shall I put you down? Can I send you the link, put you down for coming?
You know what? Put me down for sure. I'm excited to learn more about it. Thank you for inviting me, Ms. Williams.
Absolutely. Any other questions? Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do not let people rattle you. Please notice, it does not matter what the question is, you continue to go back to being new. I don't care how long you've been in the business. If it is if it's your people and your guests, you don't want to be the expert, because your guests are gonna, they see you however they see you. They don't see you as an expert. So the words that don't work, please take a picture. You don't want to talk about ACN. You don't want to talk about $299 plus a $25 monthly price. And then you don't want to talk about all of the companies, you know, that we're partnered with. Oh, we're partnered with T-Mobile and AT&T and Truby and, you know, Zoom in. You don't want to do all of that, because you will confuse people. See, it's like trying to give someone a drink of water with a fire hose, and a confused person will do nothing. So you don't want to give people too much information, because it'll only confuse them. Respect people enough, allow them to see the information the same way in which you were able to see it, in a professional manner. Now, the Zoom meeting checklist, please take a picture of the slide. Make sure that you have a professional background. Make sure that you have your camera on. This is very critical and important, because your guests are watching you. If you don't have your camera on, guess what? They're not going to have theirs on, because they feel like it's not a big deal. If you don't have yours on, they're going to feel like they don't need to have theirs on. Make sure that you have lights on. It's important to have good lighting. You have great lighting, Mr. David. You have good lighting as well, Mr. JT. All of this, I can see all of you guys. You guys have great lighting. Now, test your microphone and your video. Pay attention to the speaker. Make sure that you have no distractions. You don't need to have dogs and cats running around, and make sure that you know, do your best to have the kids put up or in another room someplace. Make sure that you send a text message reminder to your guests 15 minutes prior to, because life happens, ladies and gentlemen. People get busy, things come up. And so you want to send a message 15 minutes prior as just a reminder. And then the role of the host is to introduce the speaker. Be excited. I'm sure you guys, for those of you who were on the call at the outset of this call tonight, you all noticed Mr. JT was very upbeat. He was very energetic. He was a great host. So you want to make sure that you are a great host, because the host sets the tone for the meeting. Prepare for massive success, because when you do the things that we're listing here, you will have massive success. And now our call to action is, let's schedule your Zoom meeting within the next 24 to 48 hours. And so, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it gives me great pleasure at this time to bring up the next speaker. This gentleman is someone I have a tremendous amount of respect for. As I stated, he is my brother from another mother. It's this business. The business is the reason that we get to meet individuals such as Mr. JT, you know, and get to build relationships like this. And so at this time, I'd like to bring this gentleman to the line. He has been recognized in the top producing regional vice presidents in all of North America in the world of ACN. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring to the line top producing regional vice president, soon to be senior vice president, Mr. JT Thomas. Mr. Thomas, the call is sir.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Mr. Stella. Can we give Mr. Stella a round of applause? Incredible training, guys. Thank you again for your leadership. And first of all, I want to thank all the trainers. You know, I know you guys, listen, these are people that are doing so many amazing things, and they jumped on to train you guys and your team. So I want to thank all the trainers, Mr. David, you know, Mr. Marshall, you know, definitely everyone who trained tonight. You know, thank you guys again for your leadership and sewing into us. Guys, I won't be long. I get the honor to talk about our last topic, and it's actually the most important topic, and I'm going to talk about why it's most important. So my background is very simple, guys. I was traditional business. I was also in insurance. I had a job with insurance for years. But guys, this amazing opportunity is the business that got me free. Okay. So I'm going to be transparent with everybody tonight. Is that okay? By show of hands, is that okay? Can I be real with y'all? Is that okay? That's just my style. Okay. I don't want to be, you know, telling you guys something that I haven't gone through, or things that haven't transpired that I haven't experienced myself. Okay. So I'm going to talk about something tonight, and that is mindset. And this is the most important topic. So guys, take some notes. We're only gonna be about a good 5-10 minutes. So hold on, guys, stay online and be ready, because afterwards I want you guys to definitely get with your leaders. But you definitely don't want to miss what I'm going to talk about with mindset. So the first thing you want to do is you want to determine your why. It can't be just money. Okay. So I when I first saw this business 9 years ago, and I saw this and I said, you know what, I do well financially, but the problem was I worked 80 hours a week. And guys, you know, I was traveling 40% of the time. So any busy people on the call, by show of hands. Okay. So I was one of those people. So if you're busy being busy, again, that's why you should do this business. My why was because my mother had cancer and I needed more time back with her. So that was my why, guys. So you want to make sure that your why will make you cry. I'm gonna say that again. You got to make sure your why will make you cry, because that'll make you move. See, money, if money was the issue, you would have already been rich. We wouldn't even need to be on this call. Does that make sense, everybody? So if I had time and both money, because some of you may have the money, but may not have the time. I wanted both. So that was my why, guys. I wanted to spend more time with my family. Number two, there's a learning curve. So understand that things are not going to happen right away. And sometimes they go up and then sometimes they go down. Sometimes they go to the side, right? Even keel. But listen, you want to understand that it's a learning curve. Then listen, there is an emotional roller coaster. It's going to take some time to learn this, but along the way, you got to embrace the journey, ladies and gentlemen. You got to embrace it. You got to be grateful for the journey. That's my word for the day. Write that down. Make sure you're grateful. If you're grateful, you'll be grateful for opportunities like ACN, where you can get paid when people pay bills. You'll be grateful, listen, for your job. Be grateful for it. Because some people don't have that. Be grateful for the Christmas holidays and New Year, waking up to see another day. Okay. And you got to think long term, ladies and gentlemen. Think long term, be coachable, and never quit. See, the one thing I learned is never quit. Listen, that's in my blood. I told you I was going to be transparent. Listen, I wore the shirt today. I ain't even mean to wear the shirt. But my shirt says don't quit. I ain't even mean it for this cause. Don't think I did it for the cause. Trust me, I didn't. I did it because I don't quit in anything. Don't quit on family. Don't quit on relationship. Don't quit on anything. 100% in every area of your life, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. So you never want to quit, guys. Do not quit. I pray you don't quit, because this opportunity is too good. Now, the thing that you want to be as a professional, you want to sort, but you don't want to sell and convince people like amateurs. The amateurs don't sell and convince. They sell and convince people. They try to convince people, listen, I know you want to get paid on bills. I know you want to get paid when I know you want free electricity. and you try to convince them to get free electricity for life. Come on, man. Don't convince anybody, okay? Just have fun. If you're not having fun in this business, you're not doing it right. You know, I love this business because it's the most transparent you can be in any business. Everybody on this line gets paid when people pay bills. Is that exciting or what? So listen, SW. Somewhere, I say some will, some wait, so what, somewhere, six will, and next. So move on, guys. Just move on. Listen, there's a lot of people that will love opportunity, and you want to get to promoting events. Guys, if you want to be an RVP, you want to get good at events. Now, tonight is an event, and I'm going to go through these really quickly. These are the events that you want to promote. This is the 4-step system that you want to promote. You want to promote the weekly training. So like Mr. David said, hey, if you guys don't understand, if Prince, you don't understand, if Miss Linda, you don't understand everything today, if Miss Marilyn, you don't understand, Mr. Alvarez, if you don't understand everything today, it's okay. Come back next week. Learn it again. Repetition is the mother of learning. So make sure you come back, okay? Promote this event to your team, because your team is going to be new and they're going to want the same thing you got, the same training. Okay, so number 2, you want to make sure you get to your first customer qualified, your first promotion. Mr. David talked about that as well. You want to make sure you do that. And you want to host a private Zoom meeting. If you haven't done that yet, like Mr. Stella talked about, go ahead and book your Zoom meeting tonight. Number 3, you want to attend your first Friday night leadership. Now you attend that when you get customer qualified. So you want to move on to the next step and get to the leadership class, and that will help you to learn how to build this business on a bigger scale. Okay, so every step is important. Remind yourself, every step is important along the way. And then, of course, the last step is the Elevate event. That's in March the 10th, March the 11th, guys. And the thing I want to share with you on that is, again, there is a registration for an Emerge event. Now, if you're in a California market or you plan on going to California, definitely you want to attend this event. It's January 21st, Costa Mesa, California. There, I will be there. There's a lot of regional vice presidents, senior vice presidents, co-founders that will be there for the regional event. So if you plan on going there, you want to make sure you get your ticket right away. Right now, I heard the flights are actually cheap. I'm actually hearing that they're anywhere from $70 to $80 plus. And, you know, it's not much to get there for a round trip. So guys, I would definitely look at that right now and book your ticket early. But there is an Emerge event. You want to go to that event. And then, of course, the last event that I want to promote to you tonight is March 10th, March 11th. Listen, everybody will be at this event. This is more of a national event. Everybody in the world of ACN will be there, guys. And you want to make sure you book your flights and get your accommodations done right away. Now, the reason why I wanted to get to this part where I show you guys the power of event, you want to make sure that you come back every week and learn the training. See, this is a system, ladies and gentlemen. So when you have new people that are joining your team, they're going to need that training. And I remember last week, I told you guys, I was like, who here has heard the training before and said, this sounds like the same training from last week, right? I asked you guys that last week. You know, it's a different thing when you're actually listening to the training and you're actually doing the training. So until you can actually train, you need to come back next week, guys. And even then, you would want to train and be with your team, right? So make sure you learn, you go to the training, but take note as if you're the trainer and you're learning how to train your team. That's a whole nother level, guys. And with that being said, I wanted to end on this. Listen, a lot of people right now are hurting. You want to make sure you connect with everybody you can. During the holidays, guys, it's a tough time. I was sharing with people on the call. I told you guys, I'm just transparent. This is not a game for me. This is real life. Today is the anniversary of my father passing away last year. And the reason why I'm sharing this to you is because you have to be able to communicate with your feelings. And I shared that with the leaders on the call. I said, you know what? Yes, this is a tough day for me, but I need to be here for every single one of you on this call. I need to be here for Miss Faustina. I need to be here for you, Sherry. I need to be here for you, Lonnie, Mr. Alvarez, Miss Linda, Mr. Prince. You guys are important to me. See, my why I was able to accomplish through ACN, I had all the time I could with my dad. And when I say all the time, I had all the time. I would take him to his cancer treatment. We would read the Bible together. We would do everything together. So I was okay with it. But that's because of this opportunity. And because I didn't miss. And because I took it serious. And I want that for you guys. So I want you guys to really think about that as you're building this ACN business. Not just for 2022 is over, guys. 2023 now is the time to make that decision. That I want more time back in my life. I want to spend time with my kids, my family, as much as I can before I leave this earth. And I want to be a part of something bigger that's bigger than myself. So with that being said, guys, I want everybody to understand that this is a major opportunity with healthcare. 2023 is going to be amazing. January 1st, everybody's going to make the New Year's resolution that they're either going to lose weight or make more money. Those two things. And you have the keys to helping them make more money and save money and get free utility for life. So everybody take this business seriously. And I hope that I did you guys some justice tonight. I just wanted to be 100% transparent with you guys because this is how I'm feeling. But I had to educate my emotions tonight to be here for you guys. So again, I appreciate every single one of you. I thank every single one of you for taking your time out and enjoying some time away from your family and everybody, but definitely take this business seriously. And with that, we're going to jump into some breakout rooms. So hold off just a second. We're going to jump into some breakout rooms. Get with your leaders. Let them know, hey, I want to schedule a Zoom meeting so I can get promoted to the next level. Or, hey, I need to get customer qualified. So let me please let me show me how I can get customer qualified tonight. So with that being said, guys, again, Happy New Year to everybody. Again, I love all of you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Go send out those messages to people, not just about business. Go send messages to them saying, hey, I'm thinking about you. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing okay. Happy New Year. So talk to people, guys, and be ready because next year is going to be a blast. And trust me, you're going to have a lot of people looking at the AZN opportunity. So with that being said, I appreciate all of you. Again, let's jump into our breakout rooms. Get with your leaders, let them know. And again, next week, bring some people next week, next Tuesday, okay? Bring some people next week so they can get trained as well. Have a good night, everybody. Happy New Year to everybody.